Alright, now this video is going to be very different to what I normally do. This is going to be a commentary, so it's actually going to have smarts to it. And I've wanted to do something like this for a while. I've done 2 videos similar to this, except I haven't done them as professionally. Now, something has recently happened. Something that really pisses me off. YouTube has changed something. You cannot get ads on videos that I'll probably bring something up on the screen to give the exact definition, because I do not remember it, and I'm actually going to go to a source. Now, this is something that is affecting the ads on YouTube, and this is like content that is considered inappropriate for advertising, which is really stupid, because advertisers have said in the past, we don't care what your YouTube content is as long as your ad gets there. They don't give a shit. But YouTube thinks otherwise, which is absolute bullshit. Absolute arse. Now, what has happened is Philip DeFranco, he has made a lot of videos. He's made news videos. He's made a lot of videos on controversy and other things. Now, this is what's happened. It's a new thing. I assume it's new because it's hit him hard. It's at least 12 or more of my videos, which is specified. And it says, right, sexual suggestive content, okay, simple enough. Violence, simple enough. Inappropriate language, a lot of swearing, not allowed. That's really bullshit. But, you know, things like me saying that, that's really bullshit. And I'm quoting as well, which is also allowed, I guess. I'm not going to bleep myself or censor myself. I find that to be really stupid. Censorship of any kind, even of myself, is just stupid. Promotion of drugs, completely against drug use. Absolutely against it. I agree with that 100%. And controversial or sensitive subjects and events, including suggestive subjects related to war, political conflicts. Sorry, I can't really speak. First video of me doing this. Natural disaster and tragedies, which is really stupid if you want to talk about an earthquake that has happened and killed millions, or something's happened like that, like Philip DeFranco does. When an accident happens, he even starts fundraisers sometimes, I think. From memory he does, yeah. And even if it doesn't show graphic imagery, even if it doesn't show any of the imagery, such as people being hurt or harmed, or anything like that, it is not allowed for ads, which is just, it's stopping people from making these videos. Any news channel on YouTube would be just no ads for them at all, ever. Even so, if they talk about, oh, this person is a heavy drug user, nope, that video is not allowed. This accident happened on a freeway, nope, not allowed. A war is about to fucking break out, not allowed ads at all. So it's going to stop people from wanting to do these videos. And if you stop someone from wanting to do something, especially if it's voicing their opinion on a matter, I view that as censorship. Well, it's not exactly you're stopping them from wanting to do it, is forcing them to stop, but you're making it less appealing to do so, which is just a bad thing. It's not good to stop people from reporting news, because people like Philip DeFranco, I don't watch TV for the news, which, by the way, have advertisements. They show people fucking everything bad under the sun and everything good and all this blah blah blah. And they get ads. They have hundreds of ads. They fucking don't care. They get sponsorships or whatever. Now, people like Philip DeFranco, that's not going to terribly badly affect. But I don't know. It might. But he makes money from other means. Now that YouTube is changing so much for these social justice warriors, these feminists and everything, for them to voice their opinions uncriticized. Just, they can do whatever they want in their free little safe space, as they like to call it, which I find is just BS. Absolute bullshit. If going into a place where you are allowed to voice your opinions no matter what, without criticism, without critique, without anything bad happening to you, that is a terrible place to be. YouTube is shooting itself in the foot with this thing. Oh, you can do whatever you want on YouTube except not criticize those that you may view have a different... Well, you can criticize people if they have a different opinion to you, but just make sure you don't bring up sensitive matters, such as the reason why you're against their feelings, but you're against their opinion, because everyone has different opinions, and you're allowed to voice your opinion. And you may be allowed to voice your opinion in different ways. You just can't have a conflicting opinion to someone else and voice that your opinion is conflicting. It has to all be the same. Which just, YouTube, you just you didn't shoot yourself in the foot, you blew your feet off. A lot of people come to YouTube for the beef, for the roasting, for all of this here stuff, and you're stopping it from happening. You're stopping money coming to yourself. I mean, these ads help YouTubers, yes, but they also help YouTube. They help YouTube and make their own things. Which, just stop, YouTube. You've changed so many things so far, and they're all being for the bad, and all your users are saying it's for the bad. The only reason you still have as many people on YouTube as you do is because you monopolize the market. If another site comes up out of nowhere, they're going to blow you out of the fucking water if they come close to what you could have, even if it's below what you have in terms of servers and in terms of money and in terms of giving other people income. You're going to get blown out of the water by them, and I can't wait until it happens. I like YouTube. I like using YouTube. I like using and viewing and all this other stuff from different people on YouTube. I just don't like the people running it and making the changes, because every time they make a change, everyone on YouTube, except for those that like their safe space, the social justice warriors, the feminists that love their safe space, without being critiqued, without having anything bad happen to them, they're just going to be allowed to say whatever they want, because they made these changes happen to YouTube. They made YouTube do these things because they wanted it, because they needed it from YouTube. They needed YouTube to change, to have their safe spaces. They needed YouTube to do all these things. And I'm not, like I said with the other videos, I'm not going to monetize this shit, because this is like fucking, what is it, PSA or whatever the fuck you call it. I'm not going to do that. Now, my videos, they have some explicit swearing. They have sometimes a lot of swearing. Now, those videos for like Dark Souls and stuff, I'm going to end up swearing. It's fucking Dark Souls, for God's sake. I'm going to lose ad revenue on that, even though my ad revenue isn't a lot, but I'm still going to lose it. And it's just insane to think that YouTube is, it's not just that the YouTubers are losing ad revenue, YouTube is losing ad revenue. And again, I can understand with like extreme violence and extreme this and extreme drug use, blah 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 blah. But with other things, like the fucking news, I'm gonna keep bringing up Phil DeFranco because he's the one that's been affected by this the most that I know of. He has lost 12 fucking videos with ads on them, and there's only more YouTubers that are gonna get affected, which still, again, affects YouTube. YouTube is shooting itself in the foot. It's not going to make as much money. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers that I watch that do, again, controversy. Another thing that's really gonna annoy me. You can't criticize things that are controversial. Where are we going to do it? Are we going to do it on fucking Facebook? Are we going to do it on Twitter? No, because people have been banned on Twitter and Facebook for voicing their opinions on controversial subjects. So, what are we going to do? I'll tell you what we do. We find a different fucking site. If we manage to find one as good as YouTube, as well run. And I'm saying as well run, even though YouTube is terribly, terribly run. The fucking copyright strikes, the fucking bad changes that have happened to the terms of service and terms of use and making videos and other things. It's just all bad happening. It's just not good. And kind of fucking appropriate game to talk over this, because The Division, you just go around shooting random people for no apparent reason other than the fact that they might have loot on them. It kind of reminds me of how YouTube's copyright system works. It reminds me how the striking system works. YouTube just goes around shooting down random videos for no apparent reason that have nothing wrong with them, even though they follow the terms of service and terms of right. Bearing a YouTuber I love to watch, the Australian Bastard, is brilliant, but he gets many videos taken down, even though he has the disclaimer at the beginning explaining YouTube's terms of service. And he explains in every video he has done at the start everything he wants to know that the people know, and probably haven't ever read, which is YouTube's terms of service. No one reads them, but everyone fucking breaks them. And YouTube keeps changing their terms of service for people more to break them and break them, and change and change and change. And everything's changing on YouTube for the worse. And I like change. I like change occasionally, but if it's breaking something and censoring people, it's terrible. Anyway, I'm gonna end this rant off. It's very much so a rant, because the actual definition of a rant is for me to do it completely unscripted and me voicing my opinions off on the spot. And I kind of made this video on the spot because I was very annoyed at the fact that I was looking on Twitter and other such things that people have lost ad revenue quite a lot. Oh, another person, Official Duck Studios, he gets hit with the no more ad revenue for you hammer a lot. For no reason at all. Even though a lot of people do a lot worse. It's terrible. Anyway, YouTube, fix your shit. Talk to your community. And I'm gonna bring up Philip DeFranco again. He's been on the site for 10 years, and you have the balls to fucking get rid of his ad revenue. The amount of money he probably makes YouTube, he makes you, is staggering. So yeah, you just completely gotten rid of that. Anyway, I hope you like this format of me ranting, like an actual rant. I've probably already mentioned that. Made this on the spot because it really fucking annoyed me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll probably make more of these in the future, depending if they get struck down by YouTube. Bye.